refuse to lose. I'm built to win. Applied myself, I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win. Yeah. Refuse. Mine it can't be diffused. If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool, chasing diamonds and jewels. Trust me, I was confused. Started minding my business and used my mind as a tool. Ended up finding my purpose and found the time to get to it. They told me I couldn't do it, they told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie, I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me like Toby, keep on running toes, they gon' take a few to lose. Built to win, applied myself, I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss, I pay for the cost, I'm winning to win. Yeah. Refuse to lose, I'm built to win. Applied myself, I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win. Yeah. Refuse.
We here. It's playoff time. Welcome to Refuse to Lose Sports. My name is Joe Jordan. We have a great episode for y'all today. As y'all can see, but as you know, if you are an NFL fan, Super Wildcard Weekend starts tomorrow. A lot of matchups. We got a lot of people from our R2L community that have games this weekend, and we're going to have them on this episode, and they're going to give us their preview and their prediction. We know what their prediction is, but they're going to talk about it. And we got a big matchup at the end of the show with the Eagles coming on and my boy Dave right here. We got Davey Dollars here, you know, king of the doghouse. He got an episode brewing for y'all, so y'all make sure y'all stay tuned. Dave, how you doing, my boy?
I'm doing great, man. I mean, you saw what I threw up in the beginning. I'm feeling marvelous right now, you know. I'm feeling great. The U is back in the national championship in Miami at Hard Rock Stadium. Man, shout out to Mario Cristobal, Malachi Tony, Carson Beck. Carson Beck, the person that a lot of people doubted. A lot of people doubted that man. And I was the one I was like, oh, man, I don't know. Give him a chance. Give him a shot. And look at what happened. The man led us to a national championship appearance. So shout out to him. Shout out to the new defensive coordinator who came over from Minnesota as well. Helped out the defense. Probably the most physical defense in the country right now outside of Indiana, because Indiana is, we'll talk about them another time. But shout out to the U, man. But I'm very, very excited. Like, as you said, I got some shorts that's going to be coming out soon. Dave's Doghouse will return next Saturday at 12 noon. So
let's go.
Making the announcement right now. Next Saturday at 12 noon, Dave's Doghouse will be back. And I already have a short that's gonna be coming out soon. So just saying, y'all, it's a lot to get brewing. You know, the show got to come back, and I know some people have been waiting for me to come back, so I'm back. And make sure y'all go follow me on Twitter and Instagram, because R2L now we do our own posts for sports now. So it's no longer me working with someone else. Thank you, Shot Coverage, for the opportunity, but now I get to do everything I want for our network. So let's get it. Joe, how are you feeling today?
How I'm doing? I got some news right before the show. I got some news. Shout out to the Commanders for signing, upgrading, I should say, David Blau. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but he was a quarterback coach with us, and he got promoted to offensive coordinator. And I was literally like, okay, what's up with this guy? And kind of found out the man, he played under Ben Johnson, Kevin O'Connell, and then now Cliff Kingsbury. So now he calling the shots, he calling the plays. Shout out to him. Congratulations for getting the job, and let's see what he does.
Shout out to the Wizards for going to get Trae Young.
Hey, DC making moves, but hey, come on, man! Isn't it Friday?
Of course,
okay.
You know what happens on Friday. It's especially for me today, because after what happened yesterday, I'm definitely going to make sure that we turn up.
Turn me up.
Jody, do your thing.
We are streaming this on 4 different platforms: Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and X. So make sure whatever platform you're watching this on, like the video. We need those likes. So make sure you hit that like button. And make sure you share this video. Well, before you share it, follow and subscribe on all of our social media platforms. You can follow us almost everywhere at Refuse to Lose Sports. You can see it right under me and Dave. But on X and Twitch, it will be R2L Sports, because the handle is not, it's too many characters in the handle on Refuse to Lose Sports. So R2L Sports on Twitch and X. So make sure you follow and subscribe on all of our social media platforms and share this episode right now. Hit that share button and send it to somebody so they can come on and watch this show live with you, because we're going to be turned up like they said. We got guests coming on, and guess what? You can be involved in the show by being in the comment section. We can see all the comments y'all will be putting out throughout the show. Like I said, the show is not ran without y'all. Shout out to Daniel for being the first comment. Happy Friday, everyone. Hey, happy Friday to you. Like they said, we turn up on Fridays. Turn up every day for real, but especially Tuesdays and Fridays. All right, could be on the show. Shout out to Levi. What's good? What's good with you also? And Little Griffin. Shout out to you. We know you're a big Eagles fan. We know. I would say good luck to y'all, but I'm a Commander fan, so. There it is. And they definitely wishing you good luck as a 49ers fan. All right. And last, you on mute. And last, go ahead, say what you had to say.
Not at all. You see the shirt?
He represent. He got Fred Warren up there. He might be back if they ain't stick around. He might be back, y'all. But last but not least, kick back, relax, enjoy the rest of the show. Dave, let's kick this program off. And we got to start off talking about one guy who had his receiver. He went from having his receiver throwing interceptions in the divisional round to taking the shirt off after every win. We're talking about Ben Johnson and the Chicago Bears, who right now host the Green Bay Packers as a number 2 seed, by the way, host the Green Bay Packers, their long-term rival. And they both, they had 2 games this year and they both split. Both games was only a touchdown. The first game, Caleb Williams threw a pass with 22 seconds left on 4th down, threw an interception. And then on the second game, Caleb Williams threw a pass, a dime, in overtime to win the game. So both games went down to the last minute. Jordan Love is back after missing the game. He did get hurt in the last time he played the Bears. So, Dave, who do you got winning this game? Is it Chicago Bears or the Green Bay Packers?
I got Ben Johnson and the Bears getting their first playoff win. Woo! With him as the head coach. I got them going. That offense has been on fire lately. And I witnessed it firsthand with the 49ers playing against them. And we came out with that win, but that defense of ours gave up a lot of points. Tomo, come on. You know they can't tie. It's playoff time. No ties in the playoffs.
All right. Everybody in the Cowboys, but go ahead. Sorry.
I mean, everybody in the Packers either, because they tied with the Packers. So
sorry, Tomo.
That's how it goes. But yeah, I think this is gonna happen. I mean, for one, they don't have Micah Parsons, who's not gonna be there. Jordan Love is just coming back from injury. He's been inconsistent at best this year, honestly. Caleb Williams has kind of sort of been his coming out party this year, because him being the number 1 overall pick last year, didn't look really too good last year. Ben Johnson comes over, after he said that this is where he wanted to be, and look, he got them where he wanted. They're the number 2 seed in the NFC right now. Got a home game against the Green Bay Packers, their rival. The thing is, I for some reason I just can't trust Jordan Love unless he's playing against the Cowboys in the playoffs. I don't know if I can trust him or not. I got to see it to believe. I mean, this is Caleb Williams' first playoff game, so who knows what's going to happen with him? Who knows if he's actually going to play well, if he may play bad? But I'm going to have some faith in Ben Johnson and say that they're going to get their first playoff win.
Okay. First, I want to issue an apology to the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears, because before the season started, I had neither one of these teams making the playoffs, believe it or not, Dave. Neither one of these teams. This is before Michael Parsons got traded and all that stuff too. So shout out to Ben Johnson, first-year head coach, for getting them on the number 2 seed and getting a home game in their first playoff game. And shout out to the Green Bay Packers for being a consistent 7 seed. I mean, 7 seed every year. You can bang on that. The Packers want to get the 7 seed. It's the third year in a row they have reached 7th seed. All right. So shout out to them. But I'm going to go against you and disagree with you. I'm going to pick the Packers to win this game. Now I know there's a thing about Jordan Love and his playoff performances. About cannot trust Jordan Love in the playoffs. See, here's the thing. The 2 games that we saw Jordan Love play terrible in, I'm not going to say he played terrible in the first one, but actually threw interceptions, was against y'all. Who was a juggernaut worth of a team? We talking about the number 1 defense at the time, and y'all had the number 1 offense here or not?
Nah, I think we definitely, it was a top 5 offense though.
Okay, top 5 offense, but I think I had a number 1 defense out here, if I'm not mistaken, or top 5 at least. So y'all was,
no, that was, it wasn't. I think it was top 10. I don't think it was top 5.
Okay. So a top 10 defense, and the 49ers, a well-ran organization, and with an offense that put pressure on the offense of the Green Bay Packers. So that was a tough game for Jordan Love. It was his first playoff matchup. Sorry, first playoff year. And then the second game we all have concerns about was the Eagles game. And we know that Eagles defense that year was elite last year. It was elite, especially in the playoffs. Now, the difference between those 2 teams and this Chicago Bears team, Jordan Love and Matt LaFleur, they confident about beating the Chicago Bears. They play this team all the time. This is a division game. You know, we can't forget. I remember the Dallas Cowboys led the league in turnovers. They did. Jordan Love went right in there, him and Matt LaFleur, and they diced them up. Shout out to Dan Quinn. He probably, like Tomo said, he probably sabotages and go to Washington. But that's neither here nor there. So against Caleb Williams and the Bears, I feel like the Packers are confident. And let's not forget what Ben Johnson said about Matt LaFleur, that he looks forward to beating Matt LaFleur. The one time he did beat Matt LaFleur, Jordan Love didn't play. Although Malik Willis, I feel like it's a starting quarterback in this league, but he did not play. So Jordan Love is back. He took a week off, got healthy, and I think they will come out with a great game plan, execute. And because of Chicago is not forcing turnovers, their defense can't be got. So I'm going with Green Bay to go with the upset and beat Chicago in Chicago.
I got a question, Joe.
Okay, I got an answer.
It's random. So you mentioned Malik Willis being a starter in this league. Do you think he's better than Jordan Love?
No.
Okay. You know I asked that for a reason, right?
Why?
Who else had a backup quarterback come in and win some games?
Oh,
and play well?
Matt Jones?
Oh.
I mean, let me think. Purdy?
Exactly.
Oh, he's on Purdy.
But we get questions about can Purdy actually do it? Did Matt LaFleur come from the Kyle Shanahan regime?
Mm-hmm.
But we don't have questions about Jordan Love. I guess because he was a first round pick, huh? That's why he don't get that.
I think because Jimmy Garoppolo was more of a product of the system, and Jordan Love is not. You know, Jordan Love actually he's a talented quarterback. Jimmy Garoppolo wasn't a talented quarterback. You know, I mean, he's talented compared to me, but you know what I'm saying? Compared to these talented NFL quarterbacks that we see, Jordan Love actually has the talent. You know, so he actually can make every throw and all that stuff. Jimmy Garoppolo is not like that. So that's why I think that was the case. And Miami Dolphins,
Purdy can make those throws, and he can scramble and make off schedule throws too.
No, shout out to Purdy. Purdy is nice. I like Purdy. Purdy does his thing. You know, Purdy does his thing. So, but it's gonna be a good game. We're gonna see. All right. I know we're supposed to have another guest on, but we're gonna keep it moving anyway. We're gonna keep it moving. All right. So our next game, Dave, we gotta talk about. We went from 2 young stars to another young star going against an old star. We talking about an old star who actually probably had his best year in his career. The man had 46 touchdowns, 4,707 yards. Both led the league. He led the league in passing touchdowns and passing yards. Right? He's going up against a young rising star, Bryce Young, and an NFC South champs. Let me say it again: an NFC South champs at 8-9. I had to say that at 8-9. The Carolina Panthers, who met earlier this season, Dave. People forget about this because everybody just on with the Rams automatically.
They met early in the season, and the Panthers beat them.
Yes, in week 13. So it wasn't like a week 5 or week 2 or week 1 matchup. It
This
was
was
week
recent.
13.
Yeah.
So week 13 in Carolina, and the score was 31-28. And the Panthers forced 3 turnovers that game. So it was a back and forth game. And so we
They
supposed to have
forced
a
three
Rams.
turnovers against us too, but they didn't say Matthew Stafford needed to get benched.
Uh, True, I
I'm
see
just
you
saying,
saying.
man.
Yeah,
I'm just saying,
yeah,
man.
yeah, I see you saying. But I think when that Purdy first came back,
Yes, it was,
I
and
think it
we
was the
still
first.
won that
I
game.
think that's why though. I think that's why
Ex-
because Matt Jones playing well. Then he just came back through 3 interceptions. But he shouldn't have. People shouldn't have said that. You know what I mean? So people shouldn't have said that. But and he turned up after that.
Exactly.
He turned up after that. So then I'm gonna let you kick this one off too because your division is in this one. All right. Dave, who win this game? Panthers or Rams?
I mean, as much as I don't like these guys, I'm going with the Rams.
Okay.
I think the Rams are just. I don't. It's one thing to beat this team in the regular season. It's another thing to beat them in the playoffs. This Rams team did win the Super Bowl not too long ago with Matthew Stafford. So I think it's possible that the Panthers can beat them, but I just don't think it's going to happen. I think Matthew Stafford has been on fire this year. I think there was a stretch where he threw 20 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. That is ridiculously crazy. Although I've been rooting for Bryce Young since he got drafted for certain reasons, of course. But I want him to be able to, play well. But the thing is, we don't know which one we're going to see. Are we going to see the Bryce Young that plays really good? Are we going to see the Bryce Young that plays bad, like he put good, like he's going against the Saints? I mean, you never know which one you're going to get. Is it going to be? I trust Matthew Stafford more. I trust these guys more than I trust the Panthers. So I'm going with what I know versus what I don't know. So, like I said, I don't know what Panthers team is going to show up because at one point they look like they could be one of the best teams in the NFL, and then they look like one of the worst teams in the NFL. So, I'm going with the Rams. You on mute?
Facts, man. I think they beat the Rams, and I think the following week they looked terrible against y'all, if I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken. So they're so up and down. So we agree with this one. I'm going with the Rams, and the reason I'm going with the Rams is because they have everything in their favor right now except for home field advantage. I mean, they are the more experienced team. Remember, the Rams are a playoff team. They gave the Eagles their toughest task last year. They are Super Bowl champions, and the Panthers they hold their whole roster are just babies as far as playoff experience. So, and then a quarterback. I mean, the man was benched, came back last year, and now he's in the playoffs at 8-9. Dave. I mean, if he was in any division, they're not in the playoffs. So the only reason why he's in the playoffs is because the Falcons beat the Saints. They went against the Buccaneers and lost, and the Falcons did them a favor. So that's one reason why I think they're going to beat them because they just have the advantage. And number two, the first playing them the first time helps the Rams more than the Panthers. So when you're the underdog, it's hard to beat the same team twice. It's hard in 1 year when you're the underdog. Now, if this was the first time they were matching up, then I would say, look, anything can happen. Can anything still happen? Of course, right? But the Rams already, the Panthers showed their hand. So did the Rams, but the Rams are better. So the Panthers already showed their hand. So now, with a great coach of Sean McVay, they will be ready and prepared. And out of all the teams in the playoffs, all the teams, the Panthers are the only team I know for a fact they're not going to the Super Bowl. I know for a fact they're not going there. I feel like every other team in the playoffs kind of have a chance to get to the Super Bowl because this is a wide open season. It's a wide open. NFC is wide open. I think everybody in the NFC outside of the Panthers, I wouldn't be surprised if they get to the Super Bowl. And the same thing in the AFC. If anybody in the AFC gets to the Super Bowl, I wouldn't be surprised. But the Panthers, that's the only team I feel like, yeah, nah. I mean, I'm not even betting a penny on it because I know it ain't gonna happen. So give me the Panthers to lose this game and the Rams to win.
I do want to say this though. You know what's crazy? The 2 times the Panthers got into the Super Bowl, they started the season week 1 playing against the Jaguars, and that happened again this year. They played the Jaguars week 1 this year. and they're in the
Hold on.
playoffs.
So did they win those games though?
I don't remember the results of those games.
Okay.
I just
I
know
know
that
for a fact they win this one. I didn't even check. I know they win this one.
I'll just say it's sometimes stories rewrite themselves. So who knows? But I'm going with the Rams.
Yeah, man. The Rams. I mean, and by the way, all right. Perfect timing. By the way, speaking of the Patriots, right? We're gonna go to the Patriots next. There's an MVP conversation going on right now with Drake May and Matthew Stafford. Did you know that there has never been an MVP? There's never been a player that threw for 46 touchdowns and not win MVP. Do you know that? There's only been one player that threw for 46 touchdowns and not win MVP with Drew Brees. And you know who won MVP that year? Aaron Rodgers, because he had 45. So we talking about the MVP right here. And last thing he could do is not lose to the Panthers, the 8-9 Panthers in the playoffs. He can't do that. So I'm going with the Rams too. But moving on to the next team. I said this before, Dave. This team went from eating sandwiches with mayo and winning 14 games with Vrabel. I know I try to make it round like Eminem be doing with orange and porridge and all that stuff. But that's what they did. They went from mayo to Vrabel. And now they have a 10-win turnaround in their season. They won 4 games last year, 14 games this year. They flipped it around. They flipped their season around, all right? Oh, sorry, 9 games turnaround. Sorry, it went 3-14. They went 14-3 this year. And they are hosting a 0 playoff win, Justin Herbert and the Chargers. I'm going to remind everybody, Justin Herbert has 0 playoff wins. But he has an opportunity to have a playoff win this one. And before we kick this segment off, we're going to bring up your brother. Patriots fan, diehard Patriots fan. He know what he's talking about. He spoke this to existence, not the 14 wins, but he spoke them getting to the playoffs in existence this year. Let's bring up your brother, Tony.
What's up, fellas?
What it do?
How you guys doing?
We doing awesome. I know you doing good.
Yeah, I mean, a little bit. I'm half good, half not.
He getting nervous.
Still got that Georgia, head right now, but I'm good.
That would have been. Oh, I didn't even think about that. You know how good that would have been? A brother rivalry. It would have been Miami versus Georgia. Dang, Tony got messed up.
I told you that's what I wanted too, Joe. I said I hope Georgia wins so Carson can get his get back with Georgia. But hey, Ole Miss took care of business for us, so it's all good.
Shout out to Trinidad. So Tony, talk to us about this game. Talk to us about it.
Should be a fairly easy game. Should be a fairly easy game. I mean, you got a quarterback with a broken hand, right? So he got one wing going on, and then you got, they got no real running game. In order to beat us, you got to be able to run the ball. So I don't see this being a tough game at all. It's actually what I wanted, Joe. You remember last time I was on. This is what I wanted. I didn't want us to have a bye week.
That's facts. You said that. Yeah. You did say that.
Yep. Yeah, and I pulled the team that I wanted to. I wanted the Chargers also, because they have dynamics to their team that other teams have, separately, and I wanted to see how we fare against those dynamics. A quarterback that's mobile, how do we fare against a quarterback that's mobile? A wide receiver core that is awesome as San Diego has. They have an awesome wide receiver core, right? So how are we going to fare against that? So we'll see. But I don't see this as being a tough game. So I'll say this: if we score 10 points in the second half, because we are a horrible second half team. If we score 10 points in the second half, then the game's pretty much over. Or, I mean, he can come out and throw 5 touchdowns like he did last time. So
against the Jets.
I mean, yeah, that's true. Everybody's throwing touchdowns against the Jets.
I know, right? But
they sure ain't catching no picks. They ain't doing that. They giving up touchdowns and they catching nothing.
How you finish with 0 interceptions? That's crazy. But with a defensive head coach. Here's the thing. I feel like the Chargers where the like if I'm the Patriots and I had to look at the pick of the litter of the teams in the AFC, I'm like, who I think would be the easiest matchup in the first round? And I
And
think it's the Chargers.
mhm,
Yeah,
it
I
is.
think the Chargers, and that's why you're the number 2 seed, right? I think
Yeah.
it's the Chargers because I think y'all should be thanking the Broncos, not Broncos, thanking the Chargers for resting Justin Herbert. Because them resting Justin Herbert and them losing, they fell down to the 7, the Bills flew up. Because I think the Bills would have been a real tough matchup for y'all in the first round of playoffs. So I think you want to meet the Bills later on in the playoffs versus right now. And the Chargers, I think their offense it just gets too stagnant at times. And I think y'all offensively, y'all can put up points. I think y'all should win this game.
So I think you're right about the Bills, especially with the addition they have at wide receiver. I think that that's going to help them out a lot too. Most people are underestimating, the one pickup that they have, right? Veteran receiver, still got some speed with them. That's a great pickup for them. But it's not going to take that much pressure off of Josh. He probably, everyone was talking about Stephen A's little thing he had about quarterback with the toughest task in left in the playoffs, and he named Josh Allen. I think he's correct, right? Because of what Josh had. You don't Mahomes, no Lamar. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? It's a thing where it's set out there for it. Although I will say that this is the worst team he's gone into the playoffs with. Offensively, as far as receivers go, this is the worst team he's gone into the playoffs with. You know what I'm saying? Not knowing which tight end is going to show up and things like that. So, but the Chargers
yeah.
got too many injuries, especially. So I think the problem they're going to have is their injuries along the offensive line. I think that's what's going to pose
Yep.
an issue for them against us. So that's why I'm not so much worried about it.
No facts. Yeah, they've been hurt in the old line since like
We,
early in the season. Like since they had that win streak early, they lost
mhm.
again, won again, I think. And then when we played them, like right around the time when we played them, they started losing their old lineman. Joe All got hurt and other stuff. So that's what I'm
and
saying. Offensively, they be struggling. They be getting stagnant.
and defensive line. So I mean, it's on both sides of the ball. So it's not like they. That's why I said it's going to be. This is going to be one of those games where Ramadre and Travion should
Go crazy.
have awesome games, especially Travion out of the backfield. So look for a lot of screens and things like that because they're gonna if you can get Ramadre running downhill and Travion running downhill, they're gonna throw screens right behind it. You know how Josh does. So I don't know how they stop us offensively, and then with them going in with injuries in the wide receiver core, I don't know how they throw on us, which is what they're gonna have to do in order because they're not gonna be able to run.
Yeah. Hey, what you thinking?
I'm thinking I have the Patriots and that has the advantage in this. But as long as Jim Harbaugh's the head coach, the Chargers always have a chance. That's the thing about him. As long as that guy's there, they always have a chance to be able to do something. Um, but like you said, Justin Herbert's injured, the D line is injured, offensive line is injured, weapons are injured, running backs are injured. I mean, sounds like another team I know that's in the playoffs, but in a different position. But I'm just saying, I definitely don't, I don't think the Chargers are going to have enough to be able to do anything with this Patriots team, especially with everything they have going for themselves. They were on a 10, 11 game win streak this season. Only two teams that had that, and that was the Broncos and the Patriots. That are respectively the 1 and 2 seeds in the AFC. Not a lot of people predicted that anyway. And Drake May has had an MVP type season. Trayvon Henderson, who I believe should have started in the beginning of the season,
Mm.
has been balling. Ramondre Stevenson has taken care of some of those fumbles that he's had, but you know that's one thing. And then you got, the defense with Christian Gonzalez back there, lockdown cornerback. they got a lot that they need. Veteran leadership with Stephon Diggs in there. Although what he does off the field has, it has its own thing, but his presence on the field, you can tell that is there. And with all of that, and then you bring in all the Patriots leadership that's in that locker room now, with Mike Vrabel, with Josh McDaniels, with all those guys, I think it's inevitable that the Patriots win this game.
So I'll say this with just to talk about something that you just said about Harbaugh. They said the same thing about Belichick too. Right? As long as Belichick is on that team, they're going to win, right? And that didn't happen. So Harbaugh is a great coach, right? And he's doing a lot with nothing right now because of all the injuries, right? Which is the same thing you can say for your team. But I think I don't think they as the season went on, they were able to succumb some of those injuries that they've had, and it showed against a better competition. We're not talking about what they did against the Cowboys. Everybody did that against the Cowboys. Wow. So, you know what I'm saying? So, no hating on the Cowboys at all. I'm just saying everybody did that against the Cowboys because they didn't really have their problem has always been secondary. You know what I'm saying? The Cowboys' problem has always been secondary. And the strength of San Diego are their receivers. So why wouldn't Justin Herbert throw for as many yards as he did? You know, especially since they were getting the ball out of his hand so fast, so they couldn't get back there to get to him. That revamped D-line that was putting pressure on people as the season went on, they couldn't get back to him because they got the ball out of his hand fast enough. So I don't know how they're going to do that because both Davis and Gonzalez play press man, or even if they're playing zone, they play press. So they're going to have to get off the line, and how they get off the line and him getting the ball out of his hand fast, that's going to be real difficult. So that's why I'm saying I don't know. And then you got to remember those two safeties we got back there. I don't know where they came from, but those are some hard hitting suckers back there, man. You know, ask the Giants. You know, they were back there playing old school 85 Bears football that game. So you know they're going to hit, and they had no problem giving their body up when it comes down to tackling. So, you know, I just think that that we have the advantage in this game. I think there's some games that some people are calling out that I think are questionable for their call. You know, if you're looking at it, if you're looking at the game and looking at the numbers, you probably see a lot of these other games are going to turn out to be different than most people say. But yeah, I think this is a fairly easy game to call. I think that's why they have us on, and when they have us on too, because if you look at you can always tell the games where they think that there's not going to be a real good game. They put us on late on Sunday night and something like that, and you know the bigger game will be during the daytime, right? So so they're not going to. It's not really a big deal. I knew that when I saw the lineup. I was like, oh, okay, all right.
That's a primetime game. Though. Most primetime games they expecting it to be great.
Yeah, but it's not really a primetime game in the playoffs. In the playoffs, the primetime games happen at like 4 o'clock or 3 o'clock or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Those games are the primetime games. And then they got
I guess. I guess, but if you're the only game on that night, you're primetime because everyone is watching you.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you will call it that, but it's more so one of those things where like, hey, we got to put something in the spot. That's basically what it was. It's not going to be a great game, David.
Whether it is or not, we just gonna have to agree to disagree with your point there.
Primetime game means that there's 2 prime teams playing. There's only 1 prime team playing.
No, y'all playing on Sunday Night Football though, NBC.
I know.
That's primetime.
I understand the way you call it, right? And it's right because we're the only teams playing. That's why it's considered prime time. But in reality, is it really a primetime game with the matchup between the 2 teams? The answer is no. It's not a primetime game.
I mean, they're in the playoffs, so
exactly.
I get not all of it.
It's
right?
The playoffs. There's two really good coaches. I mean, one coach has been in the Super Bowl. The other coach is a Super Bowl champion as a player. So, I mean
arguably. I can't argue with what you guys are saying. But if you listen to my point, if you look at the matchup between the two teams, it's very very disadvantaged for one team.
Look,
As a football fan, it's a disadvantage for both for one team.
it's cool. You know, we over here spending 10 minutes talking about is it a prime time game or not. So it's fine. So we are in favor of the Patriots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, can I say one more thing real quick?
Yeah, do your thing.
This MVP thing, right? All right. So who has the highest QBR in football?
I would be honest. I don't want to hear that because
he
Purdy had the highest QBR in football, and they said that he didn't deserve to be MVP. That's
Oh, he's talking about. He said highest QBR. Okay, Drake made that.
Who has the highest completion percentage in football?
Drake made.
I mean, Purdy had that too.
All right. I'm just saying.
Get on, Dave.
All I'm saying is I hear everything you're saying. He's not gonna get it. It's gonna go to Matthew Stafford. I'm telling you that right now.
Who has more wins?
Don't they have 12 wins?
I'm just saying.
Drake may have more wins.
I'm just calling.
But yeah, what? One more win than them?
2 more wins.
2.
Wow, big difference.
I'm just saying the man. He still almost threw for 4,400 yards. He only threw for 47. It's not like that. Like the number.
That's somebody y'all different. What you talking about?
The only. Yeah.
Come on, bro.
Considering what is happening, he didn't have to do it. But anyway, what I'm saying here to you is the only thing he really has over him, if you look at it significant, is the touchdown passes.
And bro, passing
yards.
How many passing yards Drake may got?
It's like 43, 99 or something.
Okay. 40. But the TDs though, it's like 46 and 31.
That's significant. That's significant.
And they got the same amount of turnovers.
I think it is.
I think Drake May actually got more turnovers total. We're talking about fumbles and stuff, but interceptions, they got the same amount of interceptions. He got 46 touchdowns, 8 interceptions.
Yeah.
He put a tougher schedule. Drake May is 1-2 against teams over 500.
Yeah.
While Matthew Stafford played 9 teams over 500 this year.
All right, so let me ask you this question here. Last year, right?
Uh-huh.
Last year, who was MVP?
Josh Allen.
Who was MVP?
Lamar.
Okay. That's what I'm saying. So what I'm saying to you is
no. I don't think that.
Josh Allen.
I don't think your argument is.
So all I'm saying is that the NFL has a way of doing things where it doesn't pan out the way you want to look at. But everybody going into the season knew that Lamar Jackson had a great season. Probably was the MVP of that season. No matter what you want to say, the only reason why they probably didn't give it to him is because he had almost 2,000 yard running back. Oh, did he run for 2,000? I don't remember, but he had almost 2.
Yeah, it was 1,900.
1,900. Yeah, that's crazy.
He had almost 2,000 yard running back behind Josh Allen. Didn't have anything close to that.
They actually gave it to him because
but
they feel like he was due for.
He made hold on. Although he didn't have a 1,900 yard rush, he did have the guy who had the most rushing touchdowns all last season, and he was 1,000 yard rusher again. And he basically did the same thing again this year. To say he didn't have nothing is false. I'm tired of people saying that about Josh Allen not having nothing. He got one of the best running backs back there. People just don't respect him that much.
I know, Georgia bred, but what I'm saying is, all I'm saying to you is like if that's the case, then the running back should have been MVP. You know what I'm saying? Like my thing is that Lamar. I think Lamar was just out of his third MVP. He should have been MVP last year. Now now here's my thing. If I had to talk just as a football fan, then I would definitely say Matthew Stafford is MVP, right? And I wouldn't care because he's a Georgia quarterback. I wouldn't care. So I don't care either way. Either way, he'll either be the first. He'll either be another Patriot quarterback getting MVP or the first Georgia quarterback getting MVP in there. So.
All right, Tony. We gotta get the Bills fan on right after you. And any last words before you get off?
Nah, man. I'm waiting for the season to go. This to get going. Because I don't care about basketball season. So. That's all I care about. Hey, you guys I'll be watching in the aftermath of this conversation to see what the Bills fans say. But as always, and I'll talk to you guys later.
All right, Tony. Appreciate you for coming on, man.
All right.
Appreciate you. All right, so that's Tony, y'all, right there, Patriots fan. And we gotta bring up the Bills fan. Before we bring the Bills fan, the Bills. 5 division titles in a row, Dave. 5. And they got dethroned this year by Tony's Patriots, who we should have put them after the Bills, but we gave the Bills some courtesy because they've been around the block for a while. Patriots just got there. They got to earn their stripes, all right? So you're going to have the Bills go second. So the Bills got dethroned, and they are in the playoffs as a wild card. Now, Josh Allen, he only lost to Patrick Mahomes and Joe Burrow. Both of them are not in the playoffs no more. So everybody is saying, no matter how good his team is, he has the most pressure in the playoffs because his nemesis are not in the playoffs. A bunch of young bucks. So he got to go against Trevor Lawrence and the Jags, who had a 10-win turnaround, I believe, a 10-9-win turnaround. They won 12 games this year, basically 12 games this year. And Liam Cohen came in and changed the whole culture, while the Bills coach might be on a little minor hot seat. So before we step into this topic, let's bring up our Bills fan, my boy, Devin.
He got some nerve to be standing like that after all that trash talk he had against the Patriots this year.
World premiere.
Go on down. It's Y2J. The Bills is in the building, baby. You know what it is. First of all, listen, because I'm getting started early. I'm going to start by this. My man Tony is not used to being a primetime guy. That's why he don't understand the primetime hours. It's the prime time. I know you ain't used to it. This is prime time right here. I wish we had the Sunday night football game where all the eyes is watching. Prime time. That's okay. You can get to watch it soon.
All right, talk to you, Devin. All right, so Devin, the Bills, y'all playing a hot team. The Jaguars are hot right now, and Trevor Lawrence playing at an all-time level. He's playing at an MVP type level. Liam Cohen goes in there and changes the culture. They are riding high right now in Duval, and they are hard to beat in Jacksonville. So give us your preview. We know your prediction, but let us know what's going to happen.
So a couple things you said. You said they playing good right now, and they hot, and they are hard to beat. They are hard to beat in the regular season. This is the playoffs. I don't know why y'all sitting here acting like you're putting your faith in Jacksonville. I'm gonna tell you this, Joe. You said it when you was introducing us. Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson, none of them in the playoffs. I don't care what nobody said. It's not like Josh Allen be getting in the playoffs and be flaming out. He losing to pretty much probably the best teams every time. So and then the look how we lost to the Chiefs that year when Tyreek Hill scored got in field goal range in like 13 seconds or whatever that was. Like we last year we lost because of that bull jive. We got the first down. I don't know which you saw it. So it's not like we losing games because my man not playing good. Listen, I like Trevor Lawrence, but he never been playoff tested. I like Justin Herbert. He was up 26, whatever, and lost to the Houston Texans. Was that them?
It was the Jaguars.
That's the Jaguars.
He lost
Trevor Lawrence.
Oh, I don't care. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Justin Herbert, look what he did. And that's when the Jaguars were supposedly not even supposed to be good. So that who else we got? We got Aaron Rodgers. Honestly, I don't think they get past Houston. We got CJ Stroud. I do like Houston. I really do. When you got a defense like that, you saw what they did to us. I'm actually kind of nervous with them. But with my matchup with the Jaguars, it's like their defense is playing better. They got some good players. And then on the offensive side, Trevor Lawrence is playing great. I'm not going to sit here and act like he's not. Travis Etienne was actually on the way out. I don't know what he done changed his career up and did, but they was thinking about probably trading him. I thought they was going to keep Tank Bigsby and get rid of him. The way his season was going, I believe it was last year. He wasn't having a great season.
He wasn't.
Honestly, it scares me that Travis Hunter not playing and they actually looking this good. Brian Thomas Jr. Honestly, with Brian Thomas Jr., I think he could be doing more. I think his name should be more out there with the top receivers than it is. But that's here. I honestly I don't know how they're doing it. They're doing it by committee because player wise, they don't have like big time names, but they balling. Like when you look up, what they won 12 games this year?
Yeah, 12 games.
Yeah, that's crazy. Now for my team, Dave, I heard you talking that nonsense. No, I ain't gonna say it's nonsense. I do respect James Cook. He is a good player. Remember last year when we was talking at the beginning of the year, James Cook talking about he won 26,
Mhm,
27. He won Saquon money. I still don't
mhm.
think he deserved that. Don't get it twisted.
I agree with you
Because
on that one. I don't think he
he,
deserves
he
it, but
definitely don't deserve it
yeah.
because one, first off, our team is a Russian team. That's what we are. Receiver wise, we pretty terrible. Receiver wise, our best receiver is our tight end, Dalton Kincaid. When you got your best receiver as your tight end, unless you got honestly, look at the Chiefs. They had their best receiver was a tight end, probably with Travis Kelsey, but they had Tyreek Hill to go with him, who wasn't too far off. We don't have that. So that's the only thing that scares me receiver wise. We just I wish we had Stephon Diggs in this position. But James Cook, I do like him, Dave, but my man won the MVP because of him. Don't even start acting crazy, talking about look, he had his 1,000 yards, he good out the backfield. But when he go missing, he go missing. And who got save us?
All right, let me
Josh Allen.
before you keep going. I never said Josh Allen won the MVP because of James Cook.
No,
I
no,
said that
no.
they
I
said
ain't
he
say
didn't have any weapons. James Cook is a weapon.
he is definitely a weapon. He is
Okay.
a weapon,
All right.
but
So
he's
I
not the
didn't say
weapon
nothing
he
crazy.
think he is.
Did I say he
That's
is?
all.
Did I say he was a top 5 running back? Did I say he was the best running back in the league?
You don't think he top five? He got to be top five. You got to say he top five if
He
he
might be
leading the
top.
league in rushing this year.
I don't,
Only
I
people
don't,
you can put over him is Bijan,
CMC.
C Mac, maybe if he healthy. C Mac,
Maybe
Saquon, and Bijan, Saquon, CMC. Eh, Derek. I don't know about Derek Henry. I mean,
Derrick Henry is better than him. I'm
he's a
sorry.
better running back, but he ain't. He don't be performing all the time.
Jonathan Taylor. Jonathan
Okay,
Taylor's
okay,
better
I
than
give you
him.
that. All right, so that's
Okay.
five. That's better. You making my point though. I'm telling you,
This,
Josh
this is
Allen
what I
ain't
would
doing
say,
it.
yeah. Devin, this is what I would say. Let's not talk about who the better running back. That's not important. Let's talk about who is more likely to get more production this year.
Oh, Josh Gibbs,
James
yeah,
Cook is definitely top two, top three because you got
yeah.
to
And
work
production
top
wise,
one because he got Josh Allen, and then with Josh
exactly.
Allen, a lot of attention goes to Josh Allen, and James Cook is a really good running back. When you got JT, all the attention goes to him. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
exactly.
So I would say James Cook is definitely top five this year.
Yeah, this year
Yeah,
in production, that's the good word
yeah.
right there. Production wise, if you look at the landscape of our team, I'm not saying we're not a good team, but we really, honestly, I don't know how we doing it. Obviously, I know how we doing it. We got a very, 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 very good quarterback. That's what we got. Our defensive line playing way better. We don't have no good run defense. Run defense is terrible, but we know we playing better. So honestly, I do think obviously I think we beating Jacksonville just because I think they don't have the experience. It's a first year coach. I'm not gonna say Trevor Lawrence gonna play terrible, but I just think it's a big stage for him. Even though he's been to the playoffs before,
Mhm.
so we gonna see.
So go. So all right, let me go, Dave. So look, I was on Unfazed, Devin, right?
Yeah,
And me and AJ made our picks, and I picked the Jaguars, right?
why would you do that?
Hold on. I picked the Jaguars, right? And I told AJ before the show, I'm like, yo, I think it's kind of early to make these picks, man. Right? So I told him that. And
Hmm.
then I made him pick. I picked the Jaguars. And I picked the Jaguars because I feel like they're just a better team. They're hot
Hmm.
right now. I think the Bills team is not as good as everybody's saying it is. I feel like the defense is not as good as everybody's saying it is. I think the passing yard stat is overrated. I think the passing yard stat is good because it's easy to run on y'all. Like teams can't run on
Yeah,
y'all. And then I sat back and thought about it, Devin. And I'm like, I called AJ today. Hi, AJ, man. I'm not going to change because I said it on air, but I want to change my pick to the Bills because Josh Allen is the best quarterback in the playoffs.
hmm.
And do I think Josh
Are you
Allen
saying
is
on the NFC? Are you saying even with the
period in
NFC
the
better than
playoffs?
Matthew Stafford? Okay.
Yes. Josh Allen better than Matthew Stafford. Give Josh Allen, Devontae Adams,
So you
Puka
know what?
Nacua, and Sean McVay.
I'm gonna give Matthew Stafford some love though. I'm gonna have to say he number one. He won a Super Bowl. I gotta,
Look,
he
look,
won
this
a
is what I'm
bowl.
saying. But here's the thing, though. Matt 70 won MVP when he won a Super Bowl. Let's start there.
You right.
And number two, you give Josh Allen. They got on Stephon Diggs and he was balling. You give him. Somebody was really good. But you give him Puka, Devontae Adams, Kyron Williams, and
Yeah.
Sean McVay. Josh Allen go crazy because he a dual threat. So I'm like, he's the best quarterback in the playoffs, and I think that he's gonna lose
In the league.
to a guy that got to Trevor Lawrence, bro. No, I just don't see that, bro. Like, and this is opportunity to get the Super Bowl, and he gonna lose in the first round. Nah, bro. So that's why I'm like, I'm leaning towards the Bills, man. So like, I do think the Bills will win this game.
Oh, I know we're gonna win this game just because what you said. I don't think we losing to Jacksonville in the first round. Some of these other teams, like I think we could get Jacksonville, Pittsburgh first round for sure. Now Houston, tough. Patriots, tough. They got good defense, good coach. They,
Houston might
Chargers
be.
we could get.
Yeah, I think I need to avoid Houston, man. Like, Houston.
I think so too. But it's a lot of teams that we're gonna just beat probably just because we have Josh Allen and they don't. I'm telling you, the playoffs is experience matters. And if you remember him in the playoffs, he has played
balled.
actually he been balling in the playoffs. And look what has been taken to beat him. So
facts. I'm with you on that. I'm definitely with you on that. And like we all doubted. I'm not saying he's Mahomes. Mahomes was on the road for the first time, and he ran through it. So
yeah.
Josh Allen, I think it's his first time in the wild card being on the road. So he got a chip on the shoulder, man. Like when I saw that last Patriots game when he played against, that showed me like chip on my shoulder type game, So I can see that in the playoffs. What about you, Dave?
Where was James Cook in that game?
Who you got, Dave? Bills or
Bills?
Oh, you got the Bills?
Yeah, I got the Bills. It's basically Josh Allen. Josh Allen, James. As long as Josh Allen and James Cook are on that offense, they got a shot every single time. Every single time. I mean, Josh Allen won the MVP last year. James Cook had back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons, 10-plus touchdown seasons. So, do I think that the Jaguars, who has some playoff experience, but hasn't gotten over the hump yet, I don't think it's gonna happen.
All right then, Devin. Your last words before y'all play our game this weekend. What you gotta say to the people?
My last words is y'all will see me again on about 3 shows at least. Once we get to the AFC Championship, I'll be speaking on our opponent in the AFC Championship. Most likely will be honestly, I don't know. I gotta wait and see. I think this is one of the best years for the playoffs. I'm real excited for it. It's a lot of teams that you just don't know, especially the AFC, NFC side. So I just don't know. I don't even know how y'all made the playoffs, Dave, to be honest. So not saying y'all a sorry team. It's just y'all in the kind of the same boat as us. Your team don't look that great. So I don't understand how y'all even got there.
Yeah. The parity is, I think it's up for grabs. I think the Panthers are the only team that I know for sure ain't making it to the Super Bowl. I feel like everybody else got a shot. Yeah, so appreciate you. We're not in there. That's cool. We got to the NFC Championship game last year though. Further than y'all. But
before you go, didn't you say Jaden Daniels is winning MVP this year?
Yeah, just like you said that.
I want to make sure
you will have a rushing touchdowns to Jaden Daniels too.
Yeah,
Mitchell Trubisky probably do.
Just like you said, the Patriots might not get 7 wins this year.
I bet Mitchell Trubisky got more passing touchdowns than Jaden Daniels this year. He threw 4 last week.
No, JD probably got 7, I think. He got 7.
Oh, that's great. I don't know. I gotta check Mitchell Trubisky stats.
He did went off last week though. That's crazy. But appreciate you, Devin, for coming on like always. We definitely gonna have you on next week. Win, lose, or draw.
Was that last to come on?
No, right. Next we got the Steeler fan.
Dang, I thought it was prime time. All right. All right.
Hey,
No.
hey, that was funny, bro. Yeah, that man brought that joke all the way back around. That's funny. All right, all right. So, hey, listen, man. One AFC team to the next, man. This man, if you didn't know, that was Devin, and this man I'm bringing up was Devin's best man. All right, we talking about Vaughn. Before we bring Vaughn up, The Steelers. Some people are saying, including myself, that the Steelers are playing the best football of their season in the last 5 games. They went 4-1 in the last 5 games. You can say probably only the Browns game was the game that they didn't play well, but that's the first time they didn't have DK Metcalf and then Washington All-Star and Washington got hurt. They ended the season by playing a division foe, the Baltimore Ravens, and winning in dramatic theatric fashion with a missed field goal after scoring a touchdown. They play Monday night against the Houston Texans, who are currently on an 8-game winning streak. And did you know that Mike Tomlin is 11-0 on Monday Night Football games at home? 11-0. Forget Mike Tomlin. The Steelers are on a 23-game winning streak at home on Monday Night Football. So, to elaborate more on this game, we're going to bring up the Steelers fan who holds it down in the R2L community. We're going to bring up my brother, Steeler Vaughn.
What's up, fellas?
What it do? What's good with you? I see you suited and booted.
All day, man. You already know. This is the real prime time. You feel what I'm saying? Everybody keep throwing that word around prime time. Monday Night Football is the real prime time. It was prime time for the season. What's the last game of the season? Come on now. You got to do the last game first round because we are the team that has to win, man. We got to win.
All right. Talk to us. What you got going? What you think about this game against the Texans? Nice defense, but what you got? What you think gonna happen?
Before I talk, I want to ask the producer, can you get them bills off my screen? Because I ain't like a disrespect. I got, I heard from Devin, because when we played them, just like I told a lot of people, our guy Derek Harmon wasn't there. We only allowed 85 rushing yards when that boy played. So if we see y'all again, it's gonna be bad. But to the Texans, one thing I must say, I think being at home is a big advantage for us. Joe, you read off that stat about our win streak at home at Monday night prime time. I think that's something that's working for us. Another thing, I like how our defense has been playing. Our defense versus their offense isn't that high powered. Their offensive line isn't that great. So I think we'll be able to get pressure on CJ Stroud. See, the biggest thing that hurts us is when teams have really good running backs. Now, I'm not going to sleep on a guy like Nick Chubb or Willie Marks because those guys can make plays if you allow them to. But those aren't guys you have to game plan for and really, sell on those guys. Like with Derrick Henry, you got to put a lot of attention on that guy because he can win the whole game by himself. I don't think the Texans has that type of element on their offense. So I think our defense is good enough to contain them. I think we can get some turnovers on CJ Stroud. CJ Stroud can turn the ball over. I just don't think their offense is that high powered. Now, if you look on the defensive end, that's their strength. It's their defense. But do y'all remember how many games AR won when he played with the Jets?
How many games he won? How many he won?
1, 2, 5 games. And one of those teams he beat was the Houston Texans.
On Monday night.
I
remember.
At home.
Yeah, I remember that.
So one thing I do think we have going to get working for us is Aaron Rodgers. When you play good defenses, you have what Devin to say. It's the playoffs. Experience matters. A-Rod is the most experienced quarterback in the playoffs. No other quarterback has more playoff experience in the playoffs than Aaron Rodgers. Now, we're going to talk about previous years, how since he won his MVP and that Super Bowl, he couldn't really, win another one, even get there. This is a different type of Aaron Rodgers, different focus. Before Aaron Rodgers got here, everybody talked about how bad of a teammate he was, this and that. Even me, when I said, I don't know if that's the best move because all the extra that comes with Aaron Rodgers. But he's shown us a total opposite type of player. Focus, all about the team, all about football, all about winning, So I think having that Aaron Rodgers, getting DK Metcalf back, our offense has shown the ability to convert on first down. We have shown the ability to be balanced. We shown that we will attack downfield, we'll attack the middle, we would dink and dunk, we'll run the ball, we'll do what we gotta do to win. And I think at home, playing the Texans, if it's a low scoring, grinding out game, that's just what we like. That's just what we want, especially with our coach and Mike Tomlin and with a quarterback like A-Rod. So I think we have a good chance of getting this W because just like I told them Ravens fans, this isn't the same Steelers going into the playoffs. We're not limping into the playoffs. We don't have a Mason Rudolph, Russell Wilson that don't really want to go out there and put his all on the line to win games. We don't have none of that. We have a guy that has the ability to break any defense down. And I think we got a good shot, man. So I think we can get a win. I don't think we're going to dog them or nothing, but I do think we can definitely win. It's most likely going to be a low-scoring game. But I watched that last game when the Colts played the Texans because I figured we might have to play them. I saw Riley Leonard drive downfield on that defense. You see, you know what I'm saying? So we gonna see, man. I think A-Rod, you know what I'm saying? If the A-Rod that's been playing these last couple of games come to play, we good, man.
Go ahead, Dave.
Got to give credit to the Steelers defense. Definitely has played a lot better within especially the last part of the season for sure. They made a lot of key plays in that last game against the Ravens to clinch the AFC North title. So shout out to Mike Tomlin and the Steelers, man. As far as the game prediction goes, I definitely look at both defenses. The Texas defense is one of the best, if not the best, in the NFL. The way that they are being coached on that defense, it's just phenomenal. You got so many great players back there. You got Jason Petire back there. It's they got a lot of weapons back. Will Anderson Jr., who someone thought that he wasn't a generational player when he got drafted. Now look at him. I mean, the boy, he a monster. He a monster. But I gotta go back to what Ron just talked about. It's Aaron Rodgers we talking about. Aaron Rodgers may not be who he used to be, but he still has a cerebral mind. He's still able to throw the ball into tight windows and to make key plays. And I'm going with the Steelers in this game. I think the Steelers win this game. I think Mike Tomlin gets his first playoff win since 2016. I think it finally happens. And you know, his job is safe as far as I know. As far as I know, his job is safe. I think it's safe either way because it's the Steelers. That's just how they roll. But I think it's definitely safe if he gets that. If he get that playoff win, I think. And then you got a quarterback in Aaron Rodgers who wants to come back. He said that this might be his last whole round, but now he wants to come back, and it's because of Mike Tomlin. So, and one thing is C.J. Stroud has not played well this year. He's been inconsistent as well. Even with them having a guy like Nick Chubb. And Nick Chubb used to be one of those running backs that you had a game plan for, but he's not that anymore. So, I'm going with the Steelers.
All right, we got a super chat real quick. Let me put this up. Hold up. Shout out to my brother Dimitri, also a Steelers fan, with the 199 super chat. And he's been consistent with this every single show. Steelers to the bowl. He actually sent me a DM on Instagram too and said the same thing today. But shout out to him, man. Shout out to you, Dimitri. And Von, I do want to say that I'm going with the Steelers too.
Did he send a super chat in the DM too?
Nah. But so I'm picking the Steelers because I just feel like the Texans offense, I just can't trust. I know the Texans defense is elite. Don't get me wrong. And if I'm a Steelers fan, I do kind of worry about that because they can get pressure on the quarterback. And if you get pressure up the middle on a quarterback like Aaron Rodgers, who's not as mobile no more, it can be troublesome. And the example you can see of that is the Browns game. The Browns game, they were getting a lot of pressure on him. He was off on a few throws. You could tell he was rushed because of the pressure. And I think it had a lot to do with the Miles Garrett thing too, not letting him get a sack. But like Javon said, I see the Steelers forcing multiple turnovers on this Texans offense, which would change the dynamic of this game. and I'm going with the record, the undefeated, the 23 game home winning streak the Steelers have right now at Monday night, and the 11 game winning streak they have with Mike Tomlin. I think Aaron Rodgers in his first year will be a success because they're about to win their first playoff game since 2016. So I got the Steelers winning this game. I don't have a game plan for you. My gut is just telling me to go with the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah,
But
Go ahead. Sorry,
no, go ahead, because I'm gonna say something to Javon so Javon can.
I was about to say the only if CJ Stroud just played a lot better this year and they had more consistent on offense, I probably would have went with the Texans. But that offense is just I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's good. I don't know if it's bad. It's been inconsistent. So I mean, I'm gonna go with what I know, and Aaron Rodgers being back in the playoffs is something that people wanted to see. And you got a defense that's definitely riding around them guys now with Jalen Ramsey and Derek Harmon, TJ Watt, and those guys. So that's why I had to go to Steelers.
Hey, real quick, before I say something to Javon, bro, you gotta understand, y'all. It's tough. Oh, hold on. It's tough, Dimitri. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man. With the chats, man, it's hard to keep up with DMs, man. I see it. You're moving. I ain't gonna lie. But Javon, you said something to me on the phone the other day, and you said that this is like a movie, right? This season like a movie, and you mentioned one thing that I think is being underrated, and it's showing the greatness of Mike Tomlin. It's a simple thing he does. But it just shows the greatness of Mike Tomlin because we know what type of person Aaron Rodgers is. We know that. You said after every game, Mike Tomlin is walking off the field with Aaron Rodgers. Yeah. And I think that's huge because that just put more glue to their relationship. And when you hear him talk about Mike Tomlin, dude loves Mike Tomlin. And he got emotional after the win against the Ravens, saying like he loved this year, he having fun this year and that stuff. So let's talk about that for a second, how that is actually helping y'all this season.
Man, it's amazing, like because you forgot Cam Hayward be there too. It be them three, which this might be his last year too. So
and Cam Hayward was like before my bad was saying like you need to make your decision on his podcast.
Yeah. He like, man, I ain't with all this. Just like me, I'm like, I don't with all the extra stuff. You gonna come with all this extra? I don't need all that. But I just think it's a good thing, man. We got a true leader at quarterback, a guy that people will want to go to war for. I remember I watched Jalen Ramsey in the offseason on the pivot, and he was talking about when he won the Super Bowl with the Rams. He was saying, when they did that, he felt like everybody wanted to win for A-Rod. No, not A-Rod, Matt Stafford. People wanted to win for Aaron Donald. You know what I'm saying? I think we have that same thing going on. People want to win for TJ Watt, for Cam Hayward, because they haven't won nothing yet. People want to win for A-Rod, for Mike Tomlin. So I think he brings that because when you hear everybody like, I got Kev want to obliviate about Kenny G because, he used to be an Eagle, but they misused him. We just show his true fortune in the league. But even guys like Kenny G, he said he thinks everything to Aaron Rodgers. Like Aaron Rodgers is the reason he has the opportunity that he has. Aaron Rodgers is the one that put him out there, like he got the skill, of course, but a lot of this stuff that's happening is through Aaron Rodgers. He calling out people saying they don't come to meetings, they don't do this, they don't study right, and it shows on the field. He like I just think the accountability is showing, and we didn't have that on offense these last couple of years. Our quarterback or even anybody on the offensive end that was a veteran leader that you can follow his lead since Big Ben left, and you see the effect, especially in the game, late in the game. Pat Freiermuth said that last drive when we scored against the Ravens, A-Rod was singing some song to keep him. He was keeping everybody calm. Like they know that he got their back, and that's something that we haven't had. And you see it in the offense. In games like in the Ravens game, people probably thought we was done when Lamar scored that second touchdown. We had 2 minutes left. People probably like back in the day, it would have been like, all right, it's a wrap. Mason Rudolph ain't doing nothing. Kenny Pickett ain't doing nothing. Like not with A-Rod. And this is what I was speaking on once again to the Raven fans. This is a new team, man. Offensively, we got a guy that can get surgical out there. Against the Browns, we didn't have DK for one. And like you said, I think that sack, like it was an off game for him. He wasn't on point. You can tell from when I was watching. I can tell. But against that Ravens game, when they put that ball in his hand against the Lions, those two games, I think the Lions, that was like the second game we had Thielen. I think those old veteran guys is really a big key in this because they are where Aaron Rodgers need them when he needs them. And that's something that A-Rod is an on-time, on-schedule quarterback. So having A-Rod is doing wonders for this team, man, and I'm enjoying it.
Let's get it. All right, Vaughn. You know, got a big game Monday night. I know you got to watch everybody else first. And then y'all going to be the grand finale the day right before our show on Tuesday.
Yeah.
So, your last words before that?
Yeah, I want to first say it was, I was a little disappointed. I couldn't, get on here on Tuesday and hoot and holler to the Ravens fans. I wanted to see their face again after they said what they said on that Friday because I told them what was going to happen. I literally told them what was going to happen. So I want to thank the Ravens for, choking away an opportunity to make the playoffs and giving it to us. We appreciate it. And Pittsburgh, it starts here. What Joe and O say? Ain't no Pat Mahomes. We know ain't no Lamar. Ain't no Joe Burrow. Josh Allen got to get to us. And if we do play Josh Allen, they don't got that much. Last game, we literally just let them smack us around. Like, come on now. I feel like if we get them, and we'll be at home if we play them. So I don't think they're going to do that twice to us at home. So it starts here with the Texans. Let's get money. Shout out to my Magic. We playing the Sixers right now. J-Mo, we're going to get y'all chumps. I appreciate y'all, though, man.
Of course. Shout out to RBO.
Oh, yeah, my bad. Definitely tune in to RBO. Follow me on Instagram, real.ballers.only. And subscribe to my channel. I believe the link is in the description. Our Real Ballers Only, RBO. We will be going live again very soon. You might, just subscribe. You'll find out. But definitely lock in because I'm dropping all type of stuff all day, every day. So just lock in with your boy if you want to just know a little bit about everything and not just the major thing. You dig?
That's good. All right. See you.
Appreciate y'all, man.
Let's get it.
Yes, sir.
Have a good one, my guy.
All right, let's get it. Let's get the next, it's crazy, Dave. So we went from one guy with the most playoff experience. Now we going to the guy, they're gonna love this, with the most Super Bowl experience. And that's Jalen Hurts and the defending champions, the Philadelphia Eagles.
Mm-hmm.
Jalen Hurts, I'm talking about. Out of all the quarterbacks that's remaining in the playoffs, he has the most Super Bowl experience. Now, Dave, Sirianni and Jalen Hurts in their tenure, they are 5-0 at home in the playoffs, including a win against y'all in 2022. You all know what happened, 31-7. Purdy gets hurt on like the second or third play. But in the Kyle Shanahan era, he has never, when he got to the playoffs, he has never not at least get to the NFC Championship game.
Mm-hmm.
With all of the injuries the 49ers had this year, with Brock Purdy missing time, Brandon, y'all hit a list. I mean, y'all hit a list with Davies be bringing up the list. You know what I mean? It sounds like somebody's that's getting foreclosed bill. all they bills, right? All the debt they got. Or all the injuries in the toughest division in football, they still managed to have a better record than the Philadelphia Eagles.
Mm.
So we got an Eagles fan backstage and one
somebody said our window was closing now.
Ooh, and the guy that said your window was closing, I'm actually going to bring him up right now, and we're going to bring up, Mr. Philly himself, my boy, Cash.
His fellow Eagle fan that said that the window was closing. It was Blaze, but Blaze
it wasn't me, man. It wasn't me.
It
wasn't me, bro.
My bad.
Like, I said they were gonna make the playoffs like a year or so ago.
I just and you were absolutely wrong on that one.
Oh yeah, dang, you definitely right. He went
like a year too early.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah,
Yeah,
all right,
that was
we got Kev on.
that was actually the year we went to the Super Bowl. That's crazy because he said us and the Chiefs weren't gonna make it. And both of us made it to the Super Bowl.
No, I said y'all, the Chiefs and the Cowboys. I think y'all, the Chiefs and the Cowboys or something.
And
Like
all of us made it to the playoffs.
I think all y'all made the playoffs. Yeah.
I wasn't even going to bring up the Chiefs part. Dang. And then not only the Cowboys won the NFCs, right? Dang.
They
crazy.
did, probably so.
I need you to predict that we're going to make the playoffs next year. But one thing about Kev, I can say, the man always got a lit background. You put a lot of thought process into your background all the time. I'm like, okay, Kev, I see what you're doing. So, Kev.
Yes, sir.
Big game, man. I mean, I don't know if they saw your comment.
Oh yeah, I've been y'all like throwing nasty jazz at 49ers all week.
Yeah.
I mean, it's one of those weeks where you beat on the handicap. I ain't gonna lie. We got to. It's do or die. Like if we lose to them, we'll be the laughing stock of whatever. Not even to say that the 49ers are bad. It's just the fact of y'all, like you said, the list. The list alone is the reason why we have no excuses to why we should.
You're just gonna join the laughing stock from a lot of teams that were laughing stock this year. I lost to us. Y'all just gonna be added to the list. That's all.
Okay. I'm gonna change this banner. Hold on, I got the wrong banner up. All right,
but Joe, I do appreciate you saying what you said, so I wouldn't have to say it. You know, I know Vaughn came in and said something about the most playoff experience. I'm like, that's real clever how he did that. But you know, Hurts he has the most playoff success. So hey, Brady right behind him though, without the Super Bowl ring, but he 4-2.
Ooh.
You know, Jalen Hurts 6-3. So
okay.
The second most.
I mean, Jalen Hurts been in the league longer.
I know that. I'm not comparing the two. I'm just saying as far as like he still got a good playoff record. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. I'm not smoking Purdy. You know, I'm a Purdy. I'm low key a fan of Purdy.
You know, you're right. You don't want to.
I ain't gonna.
You're right.
Yeah. It's just the rest.
All right.
It's like.
Hold on, quick before you throw a jab. We gotta bring up your partner. All right.
Bring them on up.
We got another Eagle fan.
You gotta change the other part too, yo. Same old Steelers. We ain't talking about them no more.
Oh, don't worry. I got this.
Oh, you got it, Dave? All right, cool. Yeah, all right, so we gotta bring up the next guy, my boy. You know, diehard Eagles fan. He's the sole reason why I don't like the Eagles. Tell y'all the truth. He's the real hard child.
Kev is the sole reason why I don't like the Eagles.
All right, so
he don't been around longer than me when it comes to Joe. So
yeah, I know, right? Yeah, I know, right? But this my brother, my dog. Let's bring up my man, Dino Blade.
Oh, where's Waldo?
Bringing negativity.
And yeah, I am the one who said the window was closing. And we shut.
And where we at? And where we at? Where we at? Where we at?
We are shutting it this weekend.
Where we at?
We are shutting it.
We in the same place where you at, but our window closing. Yeah, okay.
But it's
we
the
don't
same
even have
place.
and our team not even as healthy as yours, and we in the same position you in.
We are demolishing y'all this weekend.
I like how Blaze put on busy. Like, I'm the one. I said,
hey, I want him to stand on business.
The guy.
I want him to stand on business. Yeah. Please do.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So let's get to the game. So should we start off with the lower seed or let's do that, Dave? Since
we can start off with me. Yeah.
We just start off with the underdogs. So we the champions.
I'm perfectly fine with that.
Perfectly fine. Nothing in 30 years. We the champions. Low seed or not, we the champions.
You got 2 Super Bowl rings in
30 years.
You know
30 years.
Let's not go into the past. Come on now.
30 years.
No.
When they say be where your feet are.
What's your question, Joe?
This tell me what's gonna happen. Tell me about the game.
We winning the game. That's what's gonna happen. We gonna win this game.
You think y'all gonna win for real? Is this for content purposes?
Yes, this ain't for content.
Cool.
Kev, come on.
I want to make sure.
Yeah, this is me we talking about. When do I ever come on this show for contact purpose?
You might not. I mean, look, hey, it's 2026. I don't know. You might be trying.
You're an analyst.
I don't know. I'm just asking. I don't know.
You're a regular.
Name me one moment I came on here for that period. We've been doing this show for what, 3 years now?
First time I watched the show. I mean, I've been in 2026, so I don't know.
Well, that's not my fault. You didn't watch.
Hey, Carol, you funny with that. Go ahead.
Is this a rivalry?
I was just on the show last Friday, but
I know you were.
The first time seen it. Okay.
No, let's get to the game. Let's get it.
He put the Undertaker last Friday.
Come on,
We
man.
winning this game, man. One is because people are looking at us as if we don't belong here. There's another team in the same sport, but in college that basically just did the same exact thing. Kevin, you know
Nah, we
exactly
ain't
what
doing
I'm
that.
talking about.
We
Listen,
ain't doing.
just listen to my point.
I got you. I got you.
Listen to my point. We got the Miami Hurricanes squeezed in the playoff. Wasn't supposed to beat Texas A&M. Beat them. Wasn't supposed to be Ohio State, the defending champs. The defending champs got them out of there by 10 points. Now, this is not me saying that we're going to beat the Eagles by 10 points, but this game is going to be a lot better than most people think. The Eagles have a really good defense, a really good defensive line. I can't even describe how good their cornerbacks are because that boy that they drafted last year is still playing lights out this year. But their offense has not been what it needs to be. And although our defense has given up a lot, when we play against offenses that don't play well, our defense actually plays better. Now, we don't have Nick Bosa. We don't have Fred Warner. We don't have Michael Williams. But we still have Deommodore Lenoir. We still have Jair Brown. We still got Malik Mustafa. We still have guys on the defense that can help out. And our offense, where's Brandon Ayuk? He ain't there. But Purdy still had a really good season this year. Ricky Pearsall has missed, 9, 10 games this year. Purdy still balled out. CMC has been the only consistent player there, and the offensive line has been so bad, he has barely averaged 3 yards per carry this year. So CMC hasn't played at the MVP level, kind of sort of as a running back. As a dual threat, he has, because he has another season where he's had over 2,000 purpose yards. Shout out to Devon for saying that he wasn't a top 5 running back because he's still top 3 in my eyes. And Kittle has been out. Trent Williams has been out. Purdy has been able to play well with all these guys been out, and he also missed games. He missed games and came back and went on a 6-game win streak after he got back from injury. Like, we have that going for us. And yes, I understand that we did not play particularly well in the last game to be able to have the number 1 overall seed, but we're in the position that not the people thought that we would be this year. There were teams that were saying that the Cardinals was going to be better than the 49ers this year. And look at where the 49ers are. We are in the playoffs, and we're going to make some noise.
All right, who want to go first?
Yeah, I go first. Yeah, I didn't know I was going first. That was a good, nice little soliloquy, Dave. I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, I respect Purdy. I respect CMC. I respect Kittle. I respect Trent Williams. I respect your coaching staff. But with all that, what you said, one thing I get out of it is that y'all still on life support. Our defense be playing. Every offensive player you just name is fighting some type of injury or something. I'm not saying nobody gonna get injured or anything. I'm just saying as far as like, for one, we the healthiest team in the playoffs. Out of everybody in the playoffs, we the healthiest team in the playoffs. This is the first time in Hurts' career that he's going to the playoffs fully healthy. This hasn't happened. Hasn't happened. Fully healthy. He's fresh. Also, like I said, y'all on life support. The way our defense be playing, that old line, if it don't hold up, Purdy's gonna take some punishment. Then on top of that, Trent Williams, I don't know how he gonna hold up. Because we gonna throw waves at him as far as pass rush. I mean, we ain't got no Miles Garrett. We don't have no Joey Bosa or TJ Watt or Nick Bosa or nothing like that. But we have a bunch of young edge rushers that come in waves. And then another thing, it's the matchups. Like you said, our young corners, you got Jennings and you got Pearson. And the other thing is like this. I look at it like this. We got Cooper. People bring up Cooper and Quinion. So, of course, the weak link is always Adoree Jackson. Cool. The key thing I'm looking at in this matchup that to where I see like y'all chess pieces, whether we put DeJean on Kittle and let Bond deal with C-Mac, or do we let Cooper that's just lock your receivers out in general, let Cooper move around, whatever your receivers, and one of your receivers getting hot, whatever, put Cooper on the receiver. Athletic linebackers in the league. He can run with Kittle or with C-Mac in space. It's not like he's gonna look crazy. So we got that. I just don't want to see N'Kobe Dean lined up with none of them in coverage. I know you mentioned our offense. I know everybody. That's everybody's trump card. Your offense hasn't looked well. Blah 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 blah. I honestly feel like our team takes on the identity of Hurts to where it's like, okay, yes, our offense is already vanilla for one. We don't do anything, no bells and whistles, nothing gadgety about our offense, nothing like that. It's straight up run the ball, throw it deep, however, whatever, fundamental football. Just to get the win. Let's get to the playoffs. When we get to the playoffs, we turn it up a notch because they know that the stakes is high and that's what they really in it for. The regular season is just like a little leeway. It's just a way to get to what we really want to do. So I'm curious to see how this offense looks, or is it really going to be like it was in the regular season? I seriously doubt it. And the key thing is, I think I'm looking at your defense as Barkley has been all year. I don't think Barkley's really lost a step for real. And we get Lane Johnson back. This is a big key, and I'm curious to see how that rest is going to do. That week of rest, I'm curious to see how it's going to do for our O-line. Our O-line been pretty much been dragging through the season all year. It's not that our O-line is not as good. It's just that they had a long season last year, and a lot of them been fighting through their little stuff or whatever. So I'm curious to see how that's going to go. But I think your defense is going to be susceptible to Saquon being Saquon. Either y'all going to have to crash out, or you already know what Smitty, AJ, Goddard, and the rest of them guys gonna do. And now we figuring out that I've been saying this all year though. Anybody heard me in the chat? I say it all the time. We need to run Bigsby more. And they figuring out that Bigsby can actually hold his own. Sometimes better than Saquon, if you ask me. So that 1-2 punch right there that they getting acquainted with, I just don't see no possible way of us losing unless we crash out and try to drop back 40 times for no reason and just try to force something for no apparent reason. Like to play out of our norm, which would be insane. That's the only way I see us losing this game. There's no way. I don't see a matchup in the 49ers' favor other than C-Mac going for 265 yards on us. And he ain't doing that on the ground exclusively. I know that for a fact. So I just don't see it. I ain't even named Jalen Carter. I didn't go down the list. I'm just saying, like, I feel like y'all overmatched. And y'all got to play in Philly. And another thing, my guys just don't lose in Philly. And your boy, I know you said every time y'all get to playoffs, whatever, y'all go to the Super Bowl, whatever. Your boy is proven to just not get it done. My coach is proving that he slipped up once. He got right back and took care of business. So I got too much faith, and there's just too much star power over there for us to lose it all.
All right, Blaze.
He said both of this.
Yeah, I mean, Kev pretty much said it all. I agree with everything Kev said, but I'm gonna add more because there ain't no way CMC going for no 200 anything in our game. Our defense has been playing lights out. Aside for that Chicago game where I feel like they caught us off guard a little bit because we is involved in a lot of turmoil. I feel like in those weeks prior to that and during that time. So it's like they caught us slipping, but it's no way they're going to catch us like the 49ers are going to catch us like that. Other than CMC, they really have nobody. I don't believe in Brock Purdy. You know what I'm saying? He does what it takes sometimes, but he has never been proven to really do anything. I don't believe in Brock Purdy. I'm talking, Dave. Thank you. I don't feel like he's never proven anything. Like he hasn't. And the one time he has really gotten really far, he got injured. As far as what I'm concerned, like, am I missing something, Dave? What has Brock
Yes,
Purdy
you
done?
are. You forgot that the man went to a Super Bowl just a couple seasons ago. Are you serious right now?
That was Brock Purdy.
Do you know Brock Purdy's the only quarterback in 49ers history with Kyle Shanahan that came back twice
Hey, look.
in the playoffs?
So did Colin Kaepernick.
Colin Kaepernick did not do that with Kyle Shanahan. He did that with Jim
went
Harbaugh.
to the Super Bowl.
Okay, this is two totally different regimes. Like, why are you bringing up something that happened with Jim Harbaugh? We talking about Brock Purdy and Kyle Shanahan. That's what you asked about, right?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, you said you didn't see that, but it clearly just happened. I mean,
Yeah, I
your boy
stand
Kev
corrected.
even
I
know
stand
that happened.
corrected. I stand
Okay,
corrected.
I just had to correct you on that. You can continue.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, y'all not doing nothing. I'm just saying. I'm really just here to tell you y'all window closing. Like Kevin said, all the logistics and everything. You know what I'm saying, and I agree with everything he said. But y'all not doing nothing. Like y'all been banged up all year. Y'all been getting by. There's no way y'all gonna continue winning like that. Y'all been
We've
banged
been
up.
getting by.
Y'all been
Oh
getting
my,
by. Y'all been
you
injured all
clearly
year.
haven't watched our offense at all this year to say we've been getting by.
Hold on real quick, y'all. We got a super chat. All right. Shout out to you. I will read your name, but 199 super chat. He been before the second time writing a super chat with us.
I don't know what that means.
I don't either, so I'm not gonna say it. You know what it is.
Let's get it.
Go Birds.
Yes, sir.
So
Go Birds.
yeah, go
bro.
Birds. We said, but go ahead, continue.
Yeah, but the 49ers ain't doing nothing. That's all I know. They're not winning. Like they're not winning. Y'all not scoring more than 17 points. My
No,
bold prediction is my bold huh?
Yeah, I think the same, but go ahead.
Yeah, my bold prediction is 28-17.
That's
I'm
mine.
gonna say 28-14, honestly, because y'all not getting a lot of points. C-Mac will not get nowhere close to 200. I know what Kev's saying, but it's not happening. Like our defense is playing championship football right now, and we're not going to do it. Hurts is going to step up to the plate. I feel like Saquon is going to play a lot better because he's been playing a lot better within the last 4 weeks of the season. So he's in playoff form right now. AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, you know what they already bring to the table. Dallas got it to the world. I sound like Stephen A right now, but I'm just saying, like, y'all can't do nothing with us, bro. Y'all can't do nothing with us. And then at the end of the day, y'all gotta understand
Heard
that
that
we
before. And
listen, bro. I'm talking right now, please. All right, so like y'all can't do nothing with us. It's already a rivalry. You know what I'm saying? And we are dogs. We are really
Nah, that rivalry.
dogs. And we don't
It'll
forget
kill that
we don't
rivalry.
forget about that. We don't forget about that. Like it's a rivalry with us. Y'all been even though Chubby Debo is gone and he with the Commanders right now, he was still a part of y'all team when that rivalry was going on. We don't forget none of that, man. Like we out for blood this weekend, and we gonna get it, and we gonna shut that window on Brock Purdy's helmet.
All right, go ahead, Dave.
yeah, Blaze, you came up here just naming names. Yeah, and you came up here with no facts, saying a whole bunch of wrong stuff about Brock Purdy that you didn't even know about.
I asked
Clearly,
the
you haven't
question
been.
and you corrected me, so you ain't gotta go back down memory lane.
I got you, but I'm still letting you know that you can't talk about my team when you don't know stuff. You
I'm just
know,
saying y'all
Brock
gonna
Purdy
lose.
hasn't.
Y'all
You
gonna get
know, Brock
stomped.
Purdy. You know, Brock Purdy has had no weapons this year for real, and he's still been playing lights out.
I said y'all been banged up, and you say y'all haven't been banged up.
I did. What are you talking about? I said we've been banged up. I said that when we
But when I
started
said
the
that, you made
topic.
a face. You made a face like banged up. What
I
are you
made a
talking
fake because you
about?
talked about Brock Purdy. That's what
I
I'm
said
talking
y'all
about.
been banged up, my brother.
Okay. Everybody know we've been banged up. We got the most injured of anyone in the
Okay,
NFL,
so
and
why
we
you
still in the
disagree
playoffs.
when I said it?
I didn't
Y'all
disagree.
trash.
Hey, chill, Carl.
I was
Hey,
wrong.
We
hey, I
gonna
do want to
stump
say
a
this
mud
about the
hole in
Bears,
y'all,
though.
y'all. We gonna
Hey,
stump a
Dino.
mud hole in y'all for real.
Hey, Dino, that Bears game ain't had nothing to do with that turmoil, bro. First of all,
We gonna
Jalen
stump a
Carter was
mud hole
hurt
in
too,
y'all.
though.
Jalen Carter couldn't even do a push-up before that game. He shouldn't have been
Yeah.
playing. He played the
Jalen-
entire game. It was just spinning him out the way.
I can't use.
It
I
was just
can't use
skipping the
injuries
lure
as
on
an
him right
excuse.
out the way. Huh?
I can't use injuries as an excuse. We have more injuries than y'all. And we beat.
No, I'm just saying as far as like the run defense, because everybody thought something was wrong with our run defense, but it really wasn't that. It was more so of a we had an anchor in our defense playing that game, and he shouldn't have been playing, and they just exploited it. And then
But
he
the
just got
thing
out of the
is,
game.
you're gonna have one of them games every single year. Every team is gonna have a game.
No,
You're
for
not
sure.
gonna be solid every single game.
And then we went and got N'Kobe
Like
Dean back, who's
I know the
right there
49ers ain't doing that.
with the run defense. But I'm not worried about our run defense at
We've done that
all.
this year.
I just said the McCaffrey thing because I mean at the end of the day it's football. You got a puncher's chance, and the puncher's chance is if C-Mac have a come to Jesus moment and just
Ain't
go crazy.
happening.
I
Ain't happening.
I don't think that's
okay.
the case. I
Ain't
think y'all
happening.
I do.
y'all really have not paid attention to our offense to say
No,
that
I've seen. I know
it's
y'all. It's
What
That's
scheme.
offense?
basically what you're
Say
saying.
that, but
You're
we
basically saying
match
it's
up
What
perfect.
still
offense?
Brock Purdy
Your
has had
strength of your offense is
Brock,
the strength of our
Brock Purdy.
defense.
Brock Purdy has had 2 games this year where he scored 5 touchdowns.
Yeah,
2.
I guess it.
It doesn't matter who was against.
It matters.
Did we say that again? One was against the Bears.
It matters.
One was against the Bears, a team that y'all lost to.
Okay, that's fine.
And the other team was what? The Titans, the Colts? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. The one team that matters is the team that you lost to. That's the team. That's the playoff team, correct?
Super DeJane, Zach Mom.
Okay.
Jalen Carter.
You naming names. You naming names. We don't have those names, and we sit in the same position you in. So what does that mean right now?
Because we had 2 different paths to get there. I mean, you had the best. You do have the best division in the NFL. I'm gonna tell you that. I'm not saying that. Okay. But outside of that,
see, look, I do think the Eagles have an elite defense. Don't get me wrong. All right.
I agree. I don't agree. I said that they have a really, really good defense.
I do think the 49ers, though, their offense is not to be slept on, though. I feel like
Vic Fangio.
I'm not going to say that.
Fangio is kryptonite to that.
First of all, Vic Fangio said himself he hasn't played against Kyle Shanahan over a decade.
He hasn't, but I'm talking about the offenses that mirror his. That type of offense.
I get you. That mirror his.
We have field days with those offenses, huh?
I mean, we saw the Rams have a field day on y'all early in the season.
Did they?
Like, they kind of did. Yeah, they did. They went up like 28 points on y'all. I mean,
that's just like we said we had a field day on Dallas when we was up 21 and we didn't score.
I mean, it's Dallas, though.
You just lost the game.
But just like y'all, a lot of penalties held y'all back second half, and I can say the same thing about the Rams against y'all. So, but let me not talk about that. My whole thing is, I think the 49ers is being underrated. Their offense. I don't think C-Mac got to go for 200 from the beat y'all. I think their offense, the way they move before the snap is important. They do a lot of max protection. So like it's not like they do a lot of max protection to protect Purdy. So he got time off that, and then he buys a lot of time with his legs.
Thank you.
And then although the 49ers, and then what you said, Kev, was interesting. Well, I'm looking to see how y'all offense gonna look. Like y'all been like a roller coaster all year.
Yes, Kittle's playing.
And it's like, okay, are they actually going to expose the 49ers, or are they going to play that conservative, that disappointing style? And if that's the case, the 49ers got to not turn the ball over because y'all like to play with the lead and get very conservative. So I think that we are underestimating the 49ers offense. I don't think C-Mac got to go for 200 for them to beat y'all.
I just don't see it because their strength of their offense is the strength of our defense. So they plan it. It's a tough hill to climb.
It hasn't been a strength all year. You know, see, like I said, I don't know if you listened to me earlier.
No, I'm not talking about the run. I'm not talking about the run. I'm just saying in general. I'm talking about the strength of your offense in general, which your offense runs through C-Mac and Kittle for the most part. That's like the bread and butter of the offense. Now you have your receivers. Yeah. Yes, Kyle has his schemes and stuff, but I'm saying that the bread and butter of your offense is C-Mac and Kittle. Those are like the stars of your offense.
I mean, those are the only stars we have. Everyone else is gone.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Exactly. So
if we still in this position,
the offense is still going to be functional, of course, but I'm just saying that we can delete those other things technically. Okay. Like, it's going to be a tough thing him throwing that Quinyon Mitchell. I know he ain't throwing that way.
Bro,
so okay, you throw the Jackson all day, but that's not even identity of offense to like overly attack one guy. You're not going to do that. It's not in your identity.
Yeah, it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a good game. I don't think it's gonna be no blowout. So y'all got scores?
28-14.
Yeah, 2014.
It's the first playoff game. I want to say we should be able to drop 30, but I know it's the first game. I know they're just gonna want to get out of there. Like you said, we get the lead. They're gonna try to burn the clock out. They're gonna want to just get to the next game. I don't got the 49ers scoring 20 points. I'm being 100% honest. We're gonna be on fire. I think Purdy gonna make some plays early, but I think once that defense settled in, it's gonna be
turnovers.
It's gonna be tough. And I think Hurst is locked in, bro. And I think Hurst gonna run a lot too. Hurst ain't run all year. That's another thing. Hurst ain't run all year really. Until like a couple of games when we start going out losing, you see him start running more. But he hasn't run all year. I think they saving that for the playoffs. He healthy. He's gonna run. And that's gonna make it even more our offense even more tough to cover. It's gonna open it up even more. So I got us. He said 28. I'm gonna say 31-18.
All right, Dave.
Y'all are totally disrespecting my offense. I got us going 24-21.
Okay.
That's too close for me.
No way y'all scored 24.
Okay. We'll see.
Ooh, I can't wait to. Hold on, y'all play in the middle of the day, right?
Yeah, 4:30
on Sunday, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
My son have a track meet.
I can't wait.
All right.
At the link.
Well, make sure y'all become members and be in the chat because we will be in there. It's gonna be insane. And we're looking forward to
it. Strong.
I'm looking forward, Dave.
For all smoke.
We closing that window on Sunday, baby. I promise you.
Hey, it's still breezy.
I've been telling you since last off season that window is closing.
Hey, look.
And this is
it's
the
still breezy.
This is the story.
It's still breezy.
We're gonna get this
close. That's the face he made. When he saw the spread of the game.
You can't write a better story than this. You can't write a better story than this.
Was it like 3 points?
I said the window was closing. He ain't believe it because they making the playoffs.
Even though
they haven't been,
the story has been written.
To be here.
It's because of you that why the Eagles going to lose. It's because of you. It's because of you.
What's the spread?
It's because of fans like you is why they're going to lose. It's because of fans like you.
Oh,
you been sleeping on my team all year long. You and Ty. Ty been missing, but it was you and Ty that was saying the winners are going to be closing. Said that we weren't going to make the playoffs. Said that we wasn't going to do a whole bunch of things. Said that Purdy was no good without his weapons. And look at what happened. He had no weapons, so he still had a fantastic year this year. And we in the playoffs. So
y'all are just a step at the bottom that we got to climb on our way to the Super Bowl.
The Eagles are going to lose because of fans like you.
Y'all are just a step we got to climb on our way to the Super Bowl.
Dave, we can say what we want to say.
That's it. Stay away to the Super Bowl. Y'all just one step.
What's the spread? What's the spread?
Hey, Kevin trying to say what he had to say for the longest. Y'all can't talk.
Yes. What's the spread?
I'm pretty sure. I don't know what the spread is, but I'm pretty sure y'all favorite.
I don't know, and I don't care about no spread. I just know we gonna whoop them. Vegas ain't going to determine. Vegas is never going to determine how I feel about an opponent.
At 3 at one point, and when Jalen Hurts saw that spread, he made that face.
Vegas will not determine how I feel about an opponent. They are trash, regardless of what the spread is.
Let's get it, man. All right, let's get some last words.
Tell Vegas be blowing them out. Put that on the spread.
Philly basically a touchdown favorite.
We blowing them out, Vegas.
The spread is -6 Philly. All right.
Okay, that's possible. I think that's fair.
Man, give me 8.
All right, 5.5. All right.
Bet the house on a blowout. Sunday, bet the house on a blowout.
All right, let's
that was 5.5, so now it's dropping.
Let's get some last words. All right, since Cat went first, let's start with you, Blaze.
My last words is I appreciate y'all for having me here on this great Friday night. Continue to do what y'all do. Go Eagles, 49ers. That window is going to be closed on Sunday. That's all I got to say.
All right, Kev.
Hey. Yeah, please join the chats. If you a Philly fan, you're going to love me. Not a Philly fan, you're going to hate me.
I don't know, Kev.
I mean, you might hate me too as a Philly fan because I'm bringing all the smoke.
I be on their side sometimes. God.
Bring all the smoke. I don't care. I've been like this since day one, and you see what side you on.
But Blaze know who the most hated in the chat.
Since the inception of the chat, I've been to a parade, you know. We've been to 2 bowls, the chat, and going live, just watching my quarterback on the screen. The same quarterback they claim can't do this and do that. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to just laugh and just look at the Hurts haters. I just want apologies, especially Brother Bless at home with Mr. Lamar. We got a seat hot and ready for him. You know what I'm saying? Playoff Lamar isn't in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying?
You lost Luka.
Yeah, Dallas lost Luka. Right now. But yeah, man. I'm just here just watch Hurts break all these narratives, whatever. They say Hurts don't play good in the playoffs. The first game, he don't play good. He's only good in the NFC Championship and in the Super Bowl. Well, technically the Super Bowl, because they only ain't getting props for the 49er game because Purdy hurt his elbow.
What about 55 points last year?
You know, they say it was the defense.
Wow.
See, that's the thing, man. I started R2L and the Eagles benefiting from it.
We been going crazy.
That's crazy. But
I
it's like
appreciate
that's my
you.
final word. My
out
final
of
word
all
is,
times, y'all get good.
I
Man. It's crazy.
appreciate you, Joe.
You know why, Joe? You know why,
Got all
Joe?
this on camera.
Joe, you know why? It's because of the colors of the logo.
you know what? It is Philly. Yeah.
Oh,
Let that
that's
green.
true
Every
though.
time you
That's
just
true.
see that green.
That's
But
true.
no, last
That's
words though,
true. I
really,
never noticed.
I'm just here to set to enjoy these moments because I mean, don't not last forever. But as of right now, Philly on top. So I'm looking forward to this run because if Eagles win 2 Super Bowls back to back, I'm Mother bless. We gonna have to get on the show. We gotta get on the show.
I'm telling you. No, Chris, I'm telling you, don't let us do that.
Talk about Hurts.
Don't let us.
Don't let Hurts win
Javon,
another MVP or Super Bowl
Javon,
MVP.
Chris, don't let us
I
do
know
that.
Javon too. Yeah, Javon too.
Oh, Javon too. Oh yeah, him too. Yeah.
Javon,
All the smoke.
no,
Yeah.
Chris, don't let us do that.
Have y'all been on the show with Chris yet?
Nah,
I haven't. I don't think.
Okay,
No, I don't think
we'll
I
make it
have.
happen. We'll make it happen.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why they ain't got nothing. No, we gotta wait till they do something next year. They can't get on this panel with us. The heck? What the gosh?
They got to earn that spot.
Yeah, they gotta earn that spot.
Yeah, earn it. All right.
Okay,
All right,
Kev, before you leave,
yes,
you have no say so to say anything wrong about him ever again.
Who, Michael Irvin?
Yeah.
Oh, you talking about good luck?
Never say anything bad about Michael Irvin again. I keep telling you, you focus on the NFL. I got college football. All right.
What you mean?
I got the all right.
Come on, man.
Don't
Hey, you got to remember what I said though.
Mike.
What I said about the U though. I said we get in the lower seed, we're gonna be a problem. I didn't like that 3C stuff. I did not like it.
Don't matter.
We better flying under the radar.
Right now shows that at that time we deserve those talks because of what we're doing right
now. No, we did. We definitely for sure. I wanted us to earn them though.
Yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. The buck stop here though.
No, I got you, man.
Yeah, Indiana's a problem, but
we'll talk
about that on CTC. But appreciate y'all.
Oh wait. You said the buck starts with the U because of Indiana.
Yeah, shout out to the U.
Oh, we'll talk about that another time. I see you in the chat. I see in the college chat.
Thank you.
All right. Appreciate y'all, and y'all want to come on anytime. Y'all know, hit us up, and y'all can come on anytime.
I appreciate y'all.
Dave,
it was a pleasure.
It's always a pleasure. You know you my guy. You know you my guy. It's just I can't say what I want to say because we on show.
But next week if y'all free, let us know because every Tuesday and Friday we want to keep this going.
Oh yeah, after the W, I'm back on.
We'll be back on here for the Packers.
It will be a W.
It's just a sneak peek.
Tuesday ain't happening for me. You know that ahead of time. Tuesday ain't happening.
If the Packers win, they'll be playing the Seahawks.
For real?
Yeah.
But then who? We see the Rams. My bad. I meant to say the Rams.
Don't worry, Dave. I was speaking on your behalf.
Whoa.
No, I'm saying no. I was trying to think.
You will never speak on my behalf.
Hey Joe.
I'm
gonna speak on Dave's behalf if he can't make it Tuesday.
You right.
He said
All right, y'all.
All
right, y'all. Appreciate y'all. Y'all stay safe.
I appreciate you.
All right, Dave. Let's get out of here, man. We way past. We 20 minutes over, man. Let's wrap this up. My last words. Hey, what a great episode. Appreciate everybody in the comment section. Appreciate all the guests that we had. Blaze, Kev, Vaughn, Tony, and Dev. We had all 5 of y'all on. We appreciate y'all. And
ain't you forgetting to introduce something?
I'm gonna wait. I want him to do it.
Okay.
Yeah. I want him to do it. I told him if we had some time, then I can have him come in the back end, but we kind of went over time. So we'll get him on Tuesday and he can do that. But my last words, shout out to the whole R2L network. Shout out to the whole R2L family. Like I said, appreciate everybody in the comment section. Appreciate the 2 super chats that we got today. Dimitri and my man right here. All right. And we appreciate the 199 super chats from both of y'all. Commanders, we just signed our offensive coordinator. I'm excited to see what he could bring to the table. Jaden Daniels is happy about it. Shout out to him. He wasn't happy about Cliff Kingsbury, but he's happy about this move. Kings are doing a fire sale right now. So if you want DeRozan, take him. You want Zach LaVine, take him. You want Westbrook, take him. You want any of these guys, take them. So we were doing a fire sale right now. And college football is lit right now. Shout out to the youth for winning. Indiana's, like Carl says, up 21-7. Make sure y'all check out all the shows under the network. The network is booming right now. And that's all I got for y'all. Let's get it.
Shout out to the U. Shout out to University of Miami, Mario, Chris Ball, and those guys. I've also been hearing that Miami Heat have the best trade package for John Morant right now, who's now on the trade block. So who knows what happens with that? I don't know. You know how I get when it comes to Miami Heat and trade talks. Yeah, until it happens, I don't believe it. But other than that, man, let's get it. Let's have another good week. Niners, go prove them guys wrong on Sunday. That's all I got.
Yeah, Carl, for the playoffs, we're gonna invite people on Tuesday for the playoffs. We're setting up for the playoffs. I'm sorry, Carl. But that's all we got for y'all today, and we will see y'all Tuesday, the next episode. Let's get it. Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.